Welcome back to Banner Saga 3!
We're back. I think that should do.
That looks better?
Level up that Ubin.
We're gonna fight Hyuga. But maybe not Hyuga directly.
It seems like not. Not unless he decides to come in later.
You know, I was thinking a little bit more about my cyberpunk or steampunk game in this style of thing, and I recall hearing that in Final Fantasy Tactics, yeah, that was the name, there was an option to get Cloud from Final Fantasy VII in to join up with your party, and I thought, oh my god, if there is something like that, you could have, and if it's more of a steampunk, cyberpunk, through some rift in time and space, or whatever futuristic technology, you could have Rook or one of the Banner Saga characters pop in.
See, they did that in Witcher 3. The one character, Ciri, she has the ability to move through, like, space and time, essentially, and visit different worlds. And one of the things that they mention, and this is before I think they even announced it, was basically Cyberpunk 2076, that she went to a world filled with people that have machines stuck to their heads and dress in very, like, colorful outfits, right? Like, they basically did that right there. Less, like, showing, but more like, yeah, no, I've been there, I've done that shit.
So Cyberpunk 2076 is in the same universe as The Witcher?
So, here's the thing. The way the Witcher world is set up, they talk about different worlds overlapping each other, and sometimes things make their way through. It's their way of explaining why monsters exist in that world. They fell through a portal from another world as it overlapped.
Oh. So I assume they're made by the same developer.
Oh, yes. They are totally the same developer.
But my thought is, when Ivor steps out into the futuristic world, the first thing he'll say is, "Dear Betrayal, this is all your fault somehow."
Oh, of course. I mean, every time Geralt in The Witcher has anything to do with a portal, his first words are, "I hate portals." Hell, what was it? He did that with Monster Hunter. He made an appearance in Monster Hunter, and he fell through a portal and got there, and is basically like, I fucking hate portals. Ooh, okay, that's getting bad.
Oh crap, who was it in Red versus Blue that would always... I think there was like something like that in early seasons of Red versus Blue, because it would give somebody like an unpleasant tingling feeling as they went to the portal.
I remember something like that. Yeah, I don't remember who, but I remember that being like done. Okay, everyone's out of range. Pretty sure those are out of range, so I'll just end there. And Oddlick's down.
Okay.
Oh shit, it was Rook's turn. It didn't realize. Axe to the face. Oh my god, all our archers are just dropping like flies, and it's annoying.
Oh, I saw something kind of interesting. How do you feel about flavored waffles?
Flavored in what way?
Blue raspberry.
Maybe a bit too candy-like for my liking. Like with that kind of a flavor.
Because I saw that Eggo, as of this recording, is coming out with a new line of waffles. They have mermaid, unicorn, and birthday cake.
I've heard of the birthday cake one before. Maybe not with, like, specifically Eggo, but with something similar.
I know the mermaid is blue raspberry, but I forget what flavor the unicorn is.
Rainbow Poops?
Heh.
Hey, look, man, I'm just, taking after that commercial.
Where was
How's that poison doing
that? Oh, there it is. Oh. Oh my god, my mom would love this. Cotton candy flavored.
Ew.
Yeah, so maybe the blue raspberry, kind of, because I do like raspberry. So
There's a Boops. Oh, no one else coming? Aw. How much? Well, there's 5 there, thanks to Ubin doing some kills.
yes.
Oddleaf is injured. Irsa's injured. Our archers can't catch a break. 17. Disappointing. A lull in the fighting, but it looks far from over. If anything, it's just begun. And that's what worries you most.
There's no need for this!
You shout. It falls on deaf ears as more and more men draw weapons. The wind picks up, tearing at banners that whip above your head. A growing gale throws men from their feet and bludgeons your senses of balance. A storm funnel approaches, crawling from the gates, riding at a zephyr, her platinum hair curiously untouched by the maelstrom. She lands amidst the fighters like a leaf, delicately falling from a tree, somehow terrifying in its grace. I forget who had her at all. I don't remember.
Oh crap, stop this lunacy!
It was you, that's right, you did have her. I forget what she did. I had her partner and her partner died. That's what happened. You gave her a very crotchety old woman voice, if I remember correctly.
Stop this lunacy! What is this? Put your weapons down!
I almost want to say you made her very forgetful, too. Like she'd forget what happens from 1 minute to the next. Even Ruga's unflappable demeanor seems subdued in the Vulca's presence. Traitors threaten to open the gates and loose the dredge on us. We only meant to stop them.
Liar! You're the only real threat here, Ruga!
Go on. Please, go on. I want to know where this goes.
Are you my grandson?
She's completely senile. If this wasn't canon before, this is now canon. She's senile as shit. It happened between games 2 and 3.
What creatures reside within the curving darkness? Twisted, ferocious. Maybe I should make them pie. That is the only true threat now.
Jesus fucking
I would have come sooner, but I was doing Sudoku stabbing. I think I may have found one. In the Sudoku puzzle. If everyone could be civil for a moment.
Like, she's trying to figure out Sudoku, and like it suddenly comes to her in code somehow. Like the numbers correspond to the alphabet in some way, and it spells out like an idea. And then she just immediately forgets about Sudoku until she gets here.
Where are the King's Menders? I need them all. We need to play bingo tonight.
They've done as they please since Meinolf died. Are we really trusting this lady? I mean, listen to her. She's clearly off a rocker.
He's dead? Then as the last surviving Volca, I'm the last surviving Volca. And I'm taking control here. I expect the rest of you to put aside your differences while I gather menders. Zephyr? What happened to you?
What?
We were attacked without cause.
Both sides are equally to blame, Volca. We're lucky you came when you did.
Your men kill at a whim.
There's no whim about it. You threaten our lives with this dredge talk. Zephyr rubs her temple in frustration.
You need to befriend the dredge, like I do. They tell me things, but besides that, you don't need to befriend them. Only make space for them within the walls. The walls talk to me.
Alright, listen, Volca lady. I think you need to turn up your hearing aids.
When the warp come, they will be relentless. Just like my grandson wanting his rent. We can't afford to give them more weapons against us in the coming days. I paid my grandson's rent 3 times this month. I'm only doing it because I love him.
Zephyr departs, ushered by a rising gust of air that lifts her towards the keep. She leaps in long bounds, like a springing reindeer, out of sight within moments. Ruga looks to be at a loss, but only for a moment. How vindicated you must feel. I envy you. But not everyone is so reasonable, so easily persuaded as me. Convince them. He raises his voice again over the distressed murmur of the crowd. Step outside these gates, brave rook. Ease our minds. The Volga thinks they can be trusted. Walk amongst the dredge slayer. Throw down your weapons and prove to us all how harmless they are.
Ooh.
Rook Jesus? Is this where we're going? Is Rook becoming Bat Jesus?
I feel like something might be bad may happen if we open the gate.
Ah, but do you want to prove Ruga wrong? What happens if it gives us another ally? What if we get another tag besides Varl, fighters, and clansmen? What if we get Dredge?
Screw it. If Rook dies, he'll die facing justice. Open the gates.
Ruga flinches when you give the order, but hides his surprise quickly. You called his bluff, and now you have to deliver. Slowly, the large doors are pulled open for you. Cutscene? You take a deep breath. Someone pushes the Saga banner into your hands, and it weighs heavily. Dredge stand shoulder to shoulder beyond the gates. The warbling stops as you approach, and their many yellow eyes turn in your direction like a field of sunflowers. You force your legs to move. The dredge part around you. It feels suffocating, even though they do nothing but watch. Now, completely surrounded, you turn around, where equally captivated clansmen are breathlessly staring from inside the walls. You reach for your weapon, and the dredge shift nervously in response. Then, you drop it to the ground. The air is still, as if itself afraid to breathe. You raise your banner. Dredge follow you as you walk back into Aberrang. They follow through the gate. They follow into the courtyard. And then a man shouts. You can see his face clearly, but you do not recognize him. Just some guy. It's hard to hear what he's shouting, but it sounds like, "You'll kill us all!" He hurls a spear towards you. Others draw weapons. They raise bows. Everyone reacts at once. You feel pressure across your chest, and touching it, see blood in your hand. You can't breathe.
Dad.
And Rook's dead. Rook has died.
It's all over! You scramble, sobbing to where the body lies. This is my... that's you.
Oh crap, Rook. Oh crap, this is my fault now?
Repeats in your mind like waves crashing on the shore.
I did this.
Beside Rook lies the banner. You wrap it around him like a sling, pushing his lifeless face from your mind. You drag his body frantically through the squall of battling clansmen, as if they weren't there. A sudden blow at the back of the head steals your sight. Dizzy, you're rising, being pulled by your cloak. It's Petrus. His guards are scattered and overrun. The mob bucks like a wild beast. Nearby, a Varl brings his shield crashing down on someone's head. Horseborn are screaming in the distance. The smell of smoke fills the air. Blades lunge at you from different directions, and you emerge bleeding around the corner of an alley.
We need the Zephyr!
You cry, pulling at the body still within the banner, though you know it's too late. The voice is spilling out further into the city. Rioters smash through doors and corpses lay open in the streets. Some of them are very young. There's no cure for this, Petrus grieves. Aberrang is broken.
Aberrang is broken. Now the strength of your banner will determine how long you can hold out, while Ivor and the Valka push on to their destination.
Oh shit, Rook's
Choices
dead.
up to this point, the number of clansmen, fighters, Varl, and supplies remaining buy you days of survival. When your days run out, catastrophe will follow.
Well,
Use this time.
I didn't see this coming.
Neither did I. I wonder. I do wonder if Rook dies one way or the other. Oof. How many days we got with all of these? We got a good chunk of time. I mean, Rook did have the title of the Forsaken, so it kind of seems appropriate from that point of view, at least. Days.
I actually think before we continue, we should call it an episode because, oh my god, Rook is dead. Oh my god!
And you thought you didn't kill Ivor, but you killed Rook.
Oh my god, Rook is dead.
To be fair, I'll be honest. To be fair, I'd have done the exact same thing. Because the thought of just, like, having more allies was far too tempting to me. And fucking over Ruga. I would have totally done the same thing. Because fuck that guy.
Yeah, but part of me was like, I could see this ending badly. But at the same time, I'm like, screw it. So,
Oh, by the way, was that the first time we heard Alette's voice?
maybe?
I don't think we've heard her voice before.
So, next time, we'll no longer be Rook and Company, but,
Oddleaf's in charge now, I
Oddleaf-
think.
What?
I said Oddleaf's in charge now, I think.
Yeah, like Oddleaf Adventures.
Oh god, I gotta hear the cat voice more. Oh no.
Well, maybe there was an option for Oddleaf to die if...
Oh,
Some-
she could have died in 2, I think. No, that would have just spared Ludin. I think she would have survived. I think she just gets injured during that Horseborn event.
Okay. So... See everybody next time!